they manage to weather the storm of this next gun round of booms, I start to question. You know, you're going to need some coach involvement. You're going to need some decisive plays on this defense side.
Soon enough, but for now it's going to be the showstopper from Thai. He's looking for his mark, but of course, boom, they've hidden in smokes before, so he stays cautious, but then Primi comes back in. Decent shot from DOS9, but it's not going to be enough. You still have Boom somewhat dug in towards the site though, and Famous will take the initiative in towards Lamps.
Oh, there's timing from NC Slasher. He's caught him on the rotate, now they're stuck.
Oh, and they've got to watch their backs as well. Cruz turns back around, Primi to try to hold it all down, but with the slight wall bang, it's the shot from Berserks, it's the shot from Shiro, and Boom will find themselves around back in.
Nightfall, you've got Annihilation, and you've got the bloody fish ult from Killua. And we'll see if it's going to come out. But a null command from Shiro is going to stall things for the moment.
Ooh. Right, we'll check with the showstopper play as well, but Talon for now will evade most of it straight in towards Hookah. Decent hold from NC Slasher until Killua comes back.
Annihilation is out. I'm thinking the Thrash is going to be usable in a post-plant scenario, which can actually be quite devastating if that one does come out to play. But the plant starts to go down. Ill timing on the orbital strike from DOS9. So it's the 4 versus 4 now for a retake.
Yeah, still keeping our eyes on that fish ult. Killua, where is he positioned? Orbital strike just to give Boom some space across the site. Make that past that choke point, but here comes the Thrash. It will keep them at bay, but not enough for Primi to find a shot. Coming back in with the mosh pit. Got some sight lines coming out from Hookah as well, but it's been smoked off. Might go in for a wild spray. That's what is required. Tie in with some shots. Cruz as well. And unfortunately,
to see impact come through from him in the server with this big gun.
He's picked it up in the round, but so far positionally still across the map. But then Killua comes in with a double kill of his own, straight in through B-Long, and that just brings the attention all across the board.
This is where it gets scary as well, because the majority of the Boom forces now are still at the wrong side of the map. That is an egregious shot to come through from DOS9. Anything more would be great, and he gets another.
Bit of a hero play. He's been an impactful player for the team back in stage 1, trying to bring like a performance back in, but at the same time, 2-on-2, and it's a rotational play. Jit Boys, though, he snuck back in.
Don't know where that wingman was going, by the way. It looks like it was trying to jump over and plant at the back of the site by the looks of it, but nevertheless, 2 versus 2.
0 point close just to clear out the early areas, then back to heaven, but instantly smoked off as well.
You got paint shells, flash, molly.
Set up for it at least, might be able to clear some angles with it. Pop flash to try to bait a reaction out, but Talon stays hidden. Jit Boys with a sudden peek, and it's the last player left. Shiro tries to make 3 kills, 3 deaths only.
Uh-oh. Pistols. They might be able to shoot up a storm here at the moment. Look at this one. Famous Shiro, DOS9, they're pulling out a round. Unless Primi and Jit Boys, now the old guard of Talon, if we're talking about the newbies, they're going to look to bail them out of a problematic spot.
That's a Pacific team thing to do. You don't expect them to push up on an Eco round, but because they've got that confidence, you got 3 stacked up, they are going to go in for that fight. And now it's just 2 left. Primi as well as Jit Boys trying to find what space they can, or at least get them to line themselves up, but it's not going to happen. NC Slasher gets a shot through, and a second one.
Towards the A site.
DOS9 trying to find some positioning. He's got a bit of support from Shiro, but Primi just dives right in. Killua for the trade, and then for the rest of the team to follow. Site captured. 2-on-3. It's a retake with an Op Komodo. This will not be simple.
Well, unless NC Slasher can pop that Nightfall out and potentially find something lickety split on the back of that, but they're just going to be locked out behind this barrier mesh for now, and that's just going to take time away from their chances.
I just don't see it happening. Even if they do manage to make their way through, Thai has position. If he gets a kill, that's a showstopper. Uses the paint shells to give himself some distance between himself and his opponent. Killua still marking the positions as well, and he does have a Thrash to work off of. Takes the confidence play instead. It's a boom bot kill. And down to just Famous, who wants to hold on to this op. Of course you want to, but at what cost, my man?
He's just not being given similarly. It's the Thrash that comes out immediately, and this is just going to be disrespected by Talon.
And meanwhile, it's the Judge kill. The first one falls through. He might toss a Dizzy in there, but it's not going to be enough. Got some grenades for distance as well. Shiro continuing to hold down Showers. And at this point, the only option for Talon is to avoid this conflict completely.
well, really, where do you go, right? You lost Showers. There's still that Viper's Pit that you can't really contest with. If you go over towards B long, well, that's where the operator is for Famers, and you know that that was the saved weapon. So I love that elevation play from Cruz. That is a gorgeous spot now for NC Slasher. If you lose your life, you're almost handing Talon the reins of this B-side.
Nightfall desperately needed. Cruz, that was such a big brain play. The smoke's coming just in time from DOS9 as well. So it might be a wingman plant, but do they know where NC Slasher is? They check it through the smoke! Killua for the swing! All of a sudden it's a 3-on-2 and Killua continues on with this tear. Just Berserk's left. He has traded that Judge for a Phantom, but it still is 1v3. Angles completely surrounded and marked. A single shoulder, and that will be over. In kind. You know, sometimes you do what you can, it is what it is, but now we go back into it, and it's Boom on the attack. Prowler checks the corner, and Cruz tries to play anti-flash. That's why he was turned back around. Jitboy's in for this strong trades, and it's a double kill. DOS9 finds a couple as well, and it's just an even exchange. Wanting to retrieve the spike, but slight pop flash for himself. Thigh takes advantage of it.
Yeah, that's a problematic underarm of the flash drive there. Self-blinding in a 2 versus 2. Again, a risky scenario, right? Instead of playing the 2 versus 2 together as a team, you lose the 1 versus 1, and now you're kind of questioned for Berserks. He's had a bit of a shocker in this map so far. He's got to hit some sharp shots where Thigh has been now, and you got Prumi still alive too. If I'm Talon, you know, you got the spike down, you know where he's potentially going to be coming from. You can just disconnect, play for a post plant. You can look for a crossfire. So eventually the jig is going to be up. 30 seconds to go. Berserks is still just shoulder checking a lot of these angles.
Talon's just waiting for that spike to get picked up.
Yeah.
It's going to take one hell of a miracle.
Well, if he does TP, he's going to have to run it. It is the better option. 15 seconds, and he's going to stay here because he has to.
10 seconds as well, and of course, the last stand to try to find as much as possible. Talon, confidence on the other side. Marching up through short, will get spotted. Second kill found by Shiro. And Cruz just trying to take the challenge, but it's not happening.
This is definitely a Thanos moment for him, isn't it? Fine, I'll do it myself. Shiro, the leader, hitting those headshots. 5 versus 2 in this bonus round of Talons to try and pick up some little lickets of damage. But unless we just see Boom kind of drop the ball, should go their way.
2v5? Nah. You catch some wind in your sails. You hold on to it.
Hold up. Quack. Hold up.
Primi. He's dangerously close, but it is a bulldogging. Boom will catch Sail as well. They'll continue to hold. It was a slight bait and switch with the spike tap back there. So just Jit Boys now, and it's a Judge Komodo.
Yep. See what damage he's going to be able to find here. Get closer to that Cosmic Divide. Maybe if you just lose to 1, who's it going to be on the Boom side? I think just more importantly, it's the fact that Boom have won a round being patient and hitting their shots.
Okay, if he sneaks into Lamps, maybe with this range, he gets a kill with the Judge, picks up a Vandal, could do a little bit more, but Famous!
Will Talon stay at 11, or will they look to close it relatively soon? Whoa. That challenge goes Boom's way.
And it just completely gets flipped around. DOS9 finding every single one of it. Parring for Jit Boys.
Well, he's got his orbital.
Calls reinforcements back in, exactly. With the orbital as well, could do a lot more. Cruz, though, feeling the pressure, wants to take things into his own hands, unfortunately gets eliminated, and that will be the B side wide and open for Boom.
And as soon as they see that there's no sensors on towards the site, they should get the idea that Primi was over towards A, right? So go together as a team in a 1 versus 3, get out your smokes, you can even wait for your 0 point here as Shiro, which is what I believe that they're going to be doing. Does give Primi a little bit of time to start to just gallivant around and find some information, but ultimately it's just going to be at this B site that Boom will head, and hopefully they don't give over another 1 versus 3.
See, this is what you can really admire about this champion's mindset as well. Boom, they might have been suffering heavy losses in this scoreline from before, but they are not backing down. They're still not. At least for now, just reading the economy situation, going for an Outlaw. Great marking on towards Cruz. Does suffer some damage, but A-okay.
Some.
Some.
That was a heck of a shot to come out from Cruz.
145 points, that's some.
if he was able to find that kill, I mean, it kind of changes a little bit of the story of this round. Currently, though, Talon into the showers.
Whoa.
They might get rinsed.
Yeah, they are marching their way out of there. They do get spotted out by Famous, though, so that's enough information for Boom. They could even go in for a TP play if they read it right, but Primi, still alive from before, having that Phantom, goes in for the Annihilation, does capture on towards one, but look at that. Still tracks onto another. Thigh coming back in with a show. Not really want to challenge this position again, but, you know, considering what the score is, they're just going to go in for it. Full dive in towards A, trying to get the spike down.
I'm surprised that they just want to go for the plant completely and struggle in a 5 versus 5. The knife falls out, the null command can be popped with an orbital as well, but is this the condition to still hold on in this game?
Right? 7 rounds to go too, but you're not going to back down without a fight. Trying to dig deep in towards Lamps, in towards Baths. Well, Baths is being taken by Talon, so just waiting for the ult to dissipate. Boom.
Oh.
Still hovering around. Thigh with the off-shot whiffed. Berserks will just kind of sidestep his way into A. Great catch on towards the 0 point as well. It's information at least, but of course just waiting for the ult to ring out. Burn down that timer. And that will be that. Even with the numbers, Talon just trying to do as much as possible. It will still be the commitment into the B site. Shiro with a slight lurk all the way from short, but unfortunately caught out by Primi. Showstopper just trying to blow off his head, but still Primi able to avoid it.
Oh, he got done.
Oh, and the sneak up from Jit Boys as well.
They're aware, though. This is the thing right now. Berserks is dead to rights from behind as Jit Boys, but they've bought a little bit of time, haven't they? 3 versus 3.
Okay, some numbers. But look at Boom as well. You gotta love that Famous is just playing this off angle right outside halls. So even with the smokes, even with the nades being tossed out, the slight crossfire could do it all. And there it is, the spray down online for an ace. If anything, Cruz trying not to give it to him, but Famous
grouped up together through the short of A, and they are going in.
Yeah, don't count Boom out, but you gotta watch out for these ultimates though. Just like you mentioned, 3 online, and the coach's intervention as well. Famous trying to prevent the team from regrouping together, but Killua, having stayed hidden inside that smoke, springs out at the right opportune time. Dizzy out just to track some positions as well, while his team takes space outside of showers, and there comes the Annihilation. Quick in with the fish ult as well. And it just forces Boom away. They just can't challenge this. Primi takes it down, and it's just Berserk's left. Desperate with a snake bite, but he's been cordoned off. No chance, and making his way back in.
For Boom, it's the normal comp where you would have a Jet instead of this Neon, so I'm interested to see how it is going to go. What we need to see from them, Quack, is hitting shots. So the fact it's a 1-to-1 trade at the moment, and you lose DOS9, who had that top screen on the A side ready, I don't know.
It's not too bad. You get the information, and it also gives Boom the side as they quickly stream into it. Spike planted, but Jit Boys will catch him off guard a little bit, just a little bit. Thigh continuing to hold the angle as well, though, and that keeps presence, keeps pressure on towards Boom. They're going to start to feel it soon, and they might just fall back in towards Cruz, who is beginning to flank in. So Boom just continue to hold around the site. They're getting challenged. Thigh, Primi, they're going through, and it might be a trade, but still leaves Famous in this 1-on-3. Trying to circle around, trying to close in the distance as well once again, but as kicks things into high.
He's waiting.
Primi out towards middle as well. He's got some ideas with this wall of his. Still though, of course, the rifle's on the other side, so at most just trying to bait some people out. Here comes Thigh with the blaze. Oh, just a way to close it in on towards yellow. Tries to look for a little bit more, but not enough. Primi with the Sheriff does the damage. Oh, and he just swings again! Primi with the kills. Morgan, Big Time was talking about. It kind of simplifies the game for him. He's just going in to shoot.
Yep.
Meanwhile, for Boom, you gotta admit, that one stings. They might have some stingers purchased up for this one, but with Thigh pushed all the way up front, they just don't expect it. Up around the smokes as well, Primi gets the heal off, walls himself up, maybe.
Spike down
Teammates
A.
at least all online towards 410. Oh, he uses elevation! And T-Slasher tries to avoid it, but Primi just goes back in for the challenge, and that's just DOS9 left alone and cold. Found the trade, but needing to do so much more. How much does this guy have left in the tank? He's 30 HP.
Slows at the ready. He's got his wall as well. And Primi, he's definitely a player that isn't just going to drop that wall down. He might even go on top of it. He might look to still take a fight in the middle of this one, but tagged up by the Hunter's Fury and polished off.
That was quick. And at the same time, Boom, they've read that Thigh likes to play around pipes, so smoking that off early.
30 seconds left.
Now you've got the sight. Thigh having to, well, dash away into safety, but
Just didn't see him on top of 410.
team's nearby at least. And you definitely do have to worry about 410. That was one of the key factors into retaking the site. Quick stream in from Talon, though, from Heaven. They're trying to waterfall through, but quickly dealt with. Famous trying to hold it up. We got the toxic screen as well, quickly dissipating, but here comes Thigh. Oh, shut down! Shiro just holds the off angle. There goes at all. Meanwhile for Boom, I mean, they've been trying so many spots across this map. This time, same, well, protocol straight into B. Got the overdrive.
It's going to expire though, and the problem is there's a lockdown for Jit Boys too if they need to, but they're just hitting their shots. They've got better weapons.
Yeah, at least it's a quick spike plant. Maybe if Shiro picks up a kill, but it's a classic long range. I was hoping he would get the Hunter's Fury, but I don't know if that's going to be enough at this point. 1v4, he's stuck inside of Kitchen. Oh, not too bad with the burst, but Cruz. At least they found 9-3 from before. We'll see if they can do it again, but look at Primi. Got the Hunter's Fury out from Shiro as well, though, but they're getting stopped, getting conflicted. Thigh in with the blades, and it puts a complete halt out towards Nest.
They're so disconnected though at the moment. Shiro, he has to try and hold on. He has to try and do something here, but he can't do it. Quack, because DOS9, he's found the gap, but now they're aware. Thigh already looking at the right spot. The spike is down to the bottom of belt.
Absolutely surrounded. You gotta make your way through. You know your opponents are gonna try to take the kill up to you. Thigh with a slick movement. Here comes DOS9.
Okay.
If there's anyone that you can count on, it's got to be this Kazakh.
1 versus 3. He gets 1. Yep. You shift to play together.
Oh, and he swings past it, gets a flick onto Cruz. That
something on the board. And a first kill not going their way. It hurts.
So much forward space getting taken by Talon every round. Boomer just looking for alternate routes again and again, but they get shut down. Perhaps this lockdown will give them the reprieve that they are looking for.
They've still got one of their own as well, so you have to see forward positions from Boom just be taken here.
Right. Well, baby steps at least. You get the spike down, you try to play around it, but of course you've got to anticipate what Talon can do. Jit Boys, the lockdown, as you've mentioned, Komodo. He's going to set up for it. Primi trying to launch things a little bit too eager, and it gets shut down. Boom! 3 kills already found, and they will back off away from the lockdown. Talon trying to make use of that timing to push up front, but no angle spotted. Shiro right underneath. Thigh's nose will get that wall banged. You're losing presence or lurks. Now just Berserk's trying to catch up with his team, but
he just didn't expect them to be there already, and now when you're trying to force the plant down, you just don't have the right positions held from Boom whatsoever.
Snake bite. Shiro trying to play around the little gaps of it, but yeah, that will be that. There's something there. You got the toxic screen up now. Boom desperately looking for a pistol round, but Jit Boys just kicks things off with the sheriff shot.
Well, Famous is going to be looking for something right now, and it's just not going to happen, is it? Another 5 versus 2 where Talon are just in the A site, and it looks like it's job done. Unless Berserks and DOS9 can come away with this 2 versus 5.
And completely surrounded, trying to play on top of screens from before. But it is what it is. With screens completely blocked off, it just makes things that much more insurmountable.
Yep. Trying to climb a mountain here and you don't even have your pick, you don't even have the right climbing shoes. You're just barefoot, bare-armed, ill-equipped. And now it's all DOS9.
If you make that happen, if you climb a mountain, barefoot, bare hands, you'd be
making shots.
Every single possible factor. Right?
Everything.
But you don't even have, you know, full armor or even full util. It's poor util. Try to play sneaker around yellow, but someone expected. He still lands his shots though. There it is.
Cape scene.
Spike dropped. Wall bang slightly through. Berserks arriving as well, and it's just Thigh. Gets a couple of kills maybe close to the Blade Storm.
There is 4 players here without the big shields, but they start to pivot a couple of players over towards this B site, namely Berserks there. The idea of Shiro too, I wouldn't have minded it. They kind of got to cut a couple corners here as Boom, and for Talon, it's go time in towards the side in the open though, 1-for-1.
Spike down, B.
Decent start. Great idea in trying to cycle those smokes over just to hold as well, but now The responsibility falls on towards Berserk's shoulders. It's not quite happening just yet either. Spike planted, and you've got an ult to work off of.
Yeah,
not
the
just any
lockdown.
ult.
You can use it early as well. It's going to force the hand of Boom to get up and go.
If anyone can do it, it's got to be
Oh.
Famous. He closes in the distance, but it's not there. The kill's not found. Thigh gets it instead. Traded off by NC Slasher. You got Cruz and the rest of the gang as well.
Hold on.
Boom, they continue to push up despite the lockdown, and they manage to break it. 1v1 now, but Cruz off for the swing, and there it is. Talon, the Thai squad, will soar over new frontiers and launch themselves into stage 2 with this win.